Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Caught them on a chatterbait. Caught them punching. These guys. What do you think, Bug? Fish on. Right where she should have been too. I think it's a big one, dude. And I don't have a net. Stay on. Gotta drop a pole bug. What a way to start the day. Look at that fish. Just I got a bladed swim jig and a freaking easy swimmer right there. What a beautiful fish. When it's cloudy, even though I see that, you gotta throw that chatterbait. Let's let her go. This is a beautiful fish. It's like a 5-pound. Oops, she's biting me. See you later, honey. Guys, we got out and it's super cloudy, and I've been catching fish in mats, but it's so cloudy and there's such a wind. And we got some rain too. So I'm thinking these fish are maybe outside some of that grass, or at least they will be for the morning. But I want to key in on something, and I got to give full credit to Alabama, because I look at this stuff more. Because we fish so many rivers up there, the current is so important. So what we got here, I noticed some fish blowing up off of points of these heads. Well, that's kind of a blow through. You see how the wind kind of blows through that little channel? There's a mat and some hydrola on the other side. There's this giant mat right there. Well, you have a little eddy you can see that's forming right here. And I got swiped at like right here after 2 casts, and I threw it into that little eddy and she laid on it, boy. Pretty simple setup. Just a chatterbait, which I'm gonna need to put another bait on. But chatterbait with a little easy. And I actually have it on a medium action rod. It's a Halo Rave. It's a more moderate bend like action rod, and 30-pound braid. It allows me to get through this grass, and the water's tannic enough where I don't think it matters too much. Fish on. Oh my gosh. Stay out of there. Stay out of there. Oh my god, it's a giant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here, come here. We need you. I got you. Another like 6-pounder just laid on that chatterbait, dude. Just absolutely laid on it. Well, I was ready to put this thing down, and then that happened. Bog, what do you think? Oh, Bog, you like this to it, dude. Absolute giant. Another chatterbait. Let's let her go though real quick. Oh, you are so cool. I like you so much. Funny thing. Same thing happened, guys. So this is kind of the other side of the windblown point. So you see how you have this little pocket right here? Mat, kind of hydro island. Mat, hydro island. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't know if you can see it with the fisheye lens. There's a big heron sitting there. There's another bird there. There's another bird there, and there's one behind us. I haven't seen that many birds in one area anywhere I've been thus far. So basically that fish came off that point. Water's blowing into the pocket. I did see a few beds down, like as I've kind of gone through, and it's interesting because I've actually cast it over them. A lot of times, like on Lake Okeechobee and that, you'll throw that chatterbait like over a bed and they'll actually attack it because they don't see you, you know, they're just kind of reacting versus like when you're actually looking at them. So I don't know if that fish was on a bed or if she's just swimming around, but she was definitely fat. And so retrieve wise is pretty simple. The water temp's about 64, 63, 64 right there. And I'm just kind of pulsing it, and then I have a 721 reel on there, which is a little higher speed reel. Every once in a while, I'll give it a little English, a little whoop, whoop. And then if I do get really hung on some grass, I'll pop it. I'm not like stroking it, like ripping it like I would say March, April, May down here, but I'm just kind of popping it, you know, real pop, real, but just trying to cover water and get a few bites. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch mats, but you know, the fisherman, the angler inside me says, I love the punch mats, I want to do that, but when the weather is like this and you got a breeze that's about like 10 to 15, you need to pick up like a moving bait and fish some of this open water. So let's take a second. I'm going to show you guys what I'm actually putting on as a trailer. I'm going to tell you why, because there is some reasoning to it, and I'm going to show you how to rig up a trailer on a chatterbait. So first off, I'm using a swim bait style trailer right now. One, because I know there's big fish in here. Two, because I kind of like it, and I think they're eating either brim or tilapia, so I want that bulk, and I want something kicking. I also find the boot style baits, just like this, will help a bait to kind of raise a little. We're only fishing in about 2.5 to 2 feet of water or so. So you'll notice right away, let me grab my chatterbait real quick here. All right, so I got my chatterbait. You'll notice right away, it's pretty natural. For fishing tannic water, it's got some green pumpkin, it's got some orange, it's got some purple in it. I wanted to mimic two things. I don't think these fish are on shad. I think what these fish are eating are, one, like the giant ones are eating tilapia, which are kind of like these big bottom feeding, like orange striped fish. They're like whitish orange, and they're kind of ugly and they're kind of cool looking. The other thing that they're eating are brim, and the brim in this body of water are pretty dark, so it's kind of ironic. But I have Hammond's herring. You guys know how much I like this color. I'll throw this from Guntersville to Lake Okeechobee, but I want something lighter. You know, it's really cloudy. I want them to really see the bait, even though it isn't as dark as some of the brim. I still got some green pumpkin in there, and I really want to catch a giant. And I think the giants are eating tilapia. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna do something a little bit weird, and shout out to Steve Purcell for showing this to me. He probably shouldn't have showed it to me. But you'll notice, I'm about to put this swim bait on upside down. So I'm going to go like that, bring it over the shank of the hook, I'll bring the shank of the hook right up there, and slide it up on the keeper just like so. So what you're gonna see is that boot style is facing upwards. Now what that does is, a chatterbait kind of darts, and we talked about it actually, I think, if I put up the Gambler Warehouse walkthrough. A chatterbait kind of darts like this, it kind of searches. Well, when you do that, every once in a while, you'll get like a little extra roll in that, and just like a square-billed crankbait, that little different movement or that kind of like jostle can oftentimes trigger them. So I don't know if it works all the time or if it's something like super important, but why not give it a try, right? So Hammond's herring, this is a little easy. If I'm on Guntersville or fishing like a lake where there are bigs, but you know, I'm really focusing on 3 to 5 pound fish, I'll go down to a little easy. This is an easy swimmer, but just kind of a bulky presentation. Looks a little like a brim, looks a little like a tilapia.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, did she smoke it? I can't believe I boat flipped that thing. That's another 5, dude. Oh, dude. Oh. I couldn't resist. So that Matt right there is like, hey Mikey, you got a punch rod? You should punch that. We've been catching them on a chatterbait, and I'm going to punch, but I saw this stuff and I couldn't resist. There's a bunch of isolated kind of like, it all looks like green hydrilla, right? Like scummy goo, but there's all these isolated patches of water lettuce in there, and water lettuce is usually some of the easiest stuff to get to or get through, along with pennywort, and they're patchy. They're really isolated, and when it comes to big fish, that's what you look for. So I picked up my cricket and put it on in there, and I boat flipped her. But we're just using, you know, pretty classical rig. It's a Gambler BB cricket with a Hogtech 1.5, and I'm using that extra quiet braid. You can see there's a little grass on there, just a little grass. She was in the grass. This is stupid.
We got 5, 10, we got 16.5 pounds with 3 fish. We got 20 with 5. This is getting insane.
Another nice one. And so here's the funny part. Guess who that guy is? That's JT Kenny right there. Oh, jeez. You're going to?
Oh, hell,
Yeah, you are. You are.
well, yeah, usually you do over here.
Oh, yeah, you know, hey.
How about yourself there, huh? You having any luck there?
You know, I caught a few bass, a few largemouth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're being dastardly, let me tell you. You gotta sit in a mat for like 10 minutes. Holy shit.
I noticed that myself.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Woo! How do you like that? How do you like that? The low lifting hook set. Nice 5-pounder. I got bug. I don't want you to get hooked. It's like 4.5. You know what we did there? It's kind of interesting. So if you look over, we pitched to some dead stuff that's right there. Let me let her go real quick. That is so awesome. We pitched to some dead stuff right there. I don't know if you guys can see, there's some dead hyacinth stalks. And what happens with that dead stuff is it warms up really quickly. It's dry and absorbs the heat, I guess. And you find little isolated patches of it, and the water's kind of cool. A front just went through. Literally, we went from such like cloudy, dreary, perfect chatterbait conditions to sunny, bluebird, still blowing, but sunny skies. So the water's gonna warm up, and these fish know it. And we pitched there, and this is an illustration of you don't need to slam them, dude. Like, I literally just kind of lean back, and I have more than enough rod. I got that 7-Eleven Halo Heavy. Dude, that is more than enough rod, and that snell just kicks out and hooks them. But if you're in this situation, especially kind of like early spring, you know, look for things that are gonna warm up quicker. Wood, dead stuff, junk mats. Like, they warm up and they hold heat, and that'll put us well past 20. Very nice. I'm fired up. This is fun. So I want to give you guys a tip, and this is going to sound like the stupidest tip, but just hear me all the way through, and you can call me stupid down in the comments when I get done. But a lot of times when you're flipping, whether it's mats like we got right here, whether it's wood, whether it's pads is renowned for it, dude, you'll see a target and you want to pitch to it. And for me, like, I always gravitate towards stuff inside. So like, see the water lettuce in there? You know, we caught some fish out of it. Like, I'm like hyper focused on that water lettuce, that isolated water lettuce. However, I'm a firm believer. So 1, trolling motor screws up pitching fish, and 2, pitching and bouncing around on top of a mat or on top of cover screws up pitching fish. So when you're approaching this is a total approach technique, and I've had to kind of like tell myself to do it because oftentimes I'll slip up and like pitch it way back there. Dude, if there's anything that looks good before you get to the juice, pitch that first. So like right here, there's a nice little corner of like hyacinth mixed with pennywort and stuff, and then it comes out to a point. Well, I really want to punch the stuff that's like 10 feet behind there, but what's going to happen is I'm going to pitch in there, pump it a bunch of times, I'm going to reel up the bait is going to go boom, 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 boom. But I really believe that when you're bouncing on top of that mat, or if you're bouncing on top of a tree, like, dude, a tree is a perfect example. Tree sticks out a little bit, pitch the tip of the tree first. Like, I know you want to get back in there and pitch like in the meat, juice, nasty stuff, put that jig in there, whatever. Pitch the tip of the tree first, because you're going to screw up if there's a fish on that tip, or if there's a fish on like this mat right here. You're going to screw it up if you go bouncing around on that cover before you actually fish it. Oh, stay on. Oh dear. I don't even know what to do. Please be on there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go deep, they said. Go heavy cut. Dude, I'm like freaking 15 foot in the I can't believe we got that fish out. I couldn't even drive in there to get to the fish. I had to start the motor, drive in, then freaking start again, drive back in, and then push in with the trolling motor. I'm gonna get the boat out, and I'm gonna show you this fish before we get trapped in here, because a lot of times these mats will close. That's insanity. Bog, are you looking for the fish? Where's the fish? Get the fish. Oh my God. Bog, you like that? That's where we were, wedged up. That's the hole we made to go get that fish. It's about like 15 foot back. I don't know what happened. So I was pumping the bait and I thought I was stuck on top. I popped it really hard and I just got that little, I got a BB cricket. I'll show you. I mean, it's the back at you BB cricket, just this guy on a 1.5. And she must have been staring at it because she was actually hooked like in the side of her face when I got her out. So she just got pegged and I thought I lost her, dude. And like there was just a giant wad of goo, but there's still a ton of weight. So I just kept pushing on back and kept tension on her. We definitely need to retie. But one thing I'll tell you, when you're getting those fish out, don't put the rod up like sky high and pull. Well, all you want to do is point at them and pull. And if they don't come out then you got to go in and get them. But let's get this girl released. Very angry with me. Oh gosh. All right, let's get her released really quick. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to. That right there is what dreams are made of, boys. That'll put us like. That'll put us at like 27 pounds. One more fish, and there's a dirty 30 coming. Oh dear. Move, Bug. This is a bad situation. Bad situation. Come here, come here, come here. I got you. Oh, she got wrapped, boy. She was a wrapper, Bug. Look how long that thing is. Look how crazy long. That's another nice 5.5, 6. Look how long that joker is. That's so crazy. She got me all wrapped up in there. All right, let's let her go. Oh, you gonna dance? Yeah, Bog is like, he wants the fish, but he is not helping me. He's all in front of me and I got this fish going that way, hooked with a bunch of salad. Come on, Bog. I need your help here, boy. Like, don't you want the fish? Yes, waiting until you want the fish. Won't get the fish. This is what you call a fishing video. Talk about an epic day. We didn't freaking dirty 30 it, but like, wow. Caught them on a chatterbait. Caught them punching. These guys. Bog, did you have fun licking fish today? I know you did. You were a good boy, yeah. Absolutely epic day. The wind, everything was against us. You know, we started off the morning, we actually got a little bit of a bonus with the cloudy conditions and that. We're able to pick up that chatterbait, cover some water, and basically what we found, thank you. We found this kind of deeper area back here. It's like 3 feet where everything is 2 feet, and caught a few off the points and corners and the pockets, kind of like those current things we talked about. But dude, once that sun kind of came out, it's changed again. I wonder if we pick up that chatterbait and go after it, we might get them again. But we're gonna wrap this thing up. It went to a punching bite, absolutely epic. We're actually ending it right where we caught that 7-pounder, that 7 and change. Had a bolt on in there. Epic video, dude. Like this is what I try to bring you all the time. It's not always possible, but throw a like on this, subscribe if you haven't. Punching, chatterbait, epic friggin' day. Dude, I'm tickled. Like, I am tickled. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, watching me fish, giving such great comments, and like such cool, like you guys always throw me tips, techniques, like add on to some of the things that I brought up. It's such a great back and forth. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I feel so awesome right now. We're gonna throw it on the trailer, pack the truck up, and get this guy Back to sweet home Alabama, right, Bog? Such a good boy. Thank you guys for watching. We are out. We will see you next time, either doing stuff like this, maybe throwing an A-rig, or talking baits, all right? Thank you guys. Tight lines.